You guys, there is a huge story going around on the internet right now involving Sabrina Carpenter and Barry Keoghan. Reports claim the two are broken up, and all the details are giving very dramatic and have some rushing to attack a TikToker. And we're gonna spill on everything that is being said. This week, rumors started circulating that Sabrina and Barry were on the rocks and no longer together. Now, this isn't the first time this rumor has gone around, so I wasn't so quick to believe it this time. A few months ago, Dumois posted a tip that said, Sabrina Carpenter and Barry Keoghan. Sabrina and Barry broke up, and they claimed this was an anonymous tip. And then we saw Barry continue to comment on Sabrina's Instagram, and so it seemed to shut down the rumor. But this week, it wasn't just Dumois posting about the breakup. This time, news outlets started confirming the news. People wrote, they are both young and career focused, so they've decided to take a break, says the insider of Keoghan, 32, and Carpenter, 25. Barry, as of right now, still only follows Sabrina on Instagram. It's the only person that he follows, but I'm sure with this news coming out, that will probably change soon. But the crazy part is there's a whole other story going around about their breakup. An anonymous tip went around earlier this week talking about what went down between the couple, and people didn't want to believe it at first, but now that news outlets are confirming a split, some are starting to go back to this thinking, well, maybe this person was right. The tip read, it appears that this A-list singer who's having her breakout year and her foreign actor boyfriend are done for good. On the closing night of her biggest tour to date in LA, he was busy getting very cozy at San Vicente Bungalows with a blonde, semi-famous LA-based influencer who's particularly big on TikTok. I snooped around a bit out of curiosity, and apparently he and his pop star girlfriend called it quits very suddenly, less than a week before her final shows in LA, after she found out he had been chatting with said influencer behind her back for months in a not innocent at all way. She had even gone to find him while he was filming in the UK, eager to keep him company while his girlfriend was touring in the US. He had messed up before and she'd forgiven him, but nothing as serious, and infidelity is where she draws the line. The pop star wants to keep the situation under wraps at least until January because her next single is a steamy song inspired by the relationship, and she's already filmed a music video with very obvious references to him, but the influencer is running her mouth a lot and he isn't doing much to stop her, so I'll be surprised if they manage to do that. So like I said, this came out before news outlets were confirming that they had broken up, so people were like, I don't know about this, but then news outlets were reporting and everyone's like, well, wait a minute, maybe this person was onto something, maybe they really do know the tea. And it sure made people curious as to who this said TikToker was, and some threw out the name Alex Adams, but she has since posted on TikTok saying that this was absolutely not her and these rumors of her being involved need to stop.
Okay, I'm here to address whatever the heck is going on. I woke up this morning to some death threats, name calling, homewrecker, not a girl's girl, you know, you name it. And I have zero clue where this came from, what was going on. Here to say I'm not the girl you're looking for. I don't understand how my name got thrown out there. I guess the criteria was like a blonde who lives in LA, who is a famous TikToker. I'm not a famous TikToker, so I don't know where that came from. And who was in London. Yes, I did visit London and I am a blonde, but I don't even live in LA. I live like an hour and a half outside of LA. And I've never spoken to, never met, like I don't know this man in any way, shape, or form. And yeah, I'm just here to clear the air. Please, you guys, stop attacking me. I have nothing to do with this. I have no clue what's going on, where this came from, but yeah, wrong girl, not me.
She went on to further post about the kinds of comments that she's been receiving, and that because she was recently in London, people tied this all to her, but it's just simply not true.
Also, I just want to bring up the amount of bullying I've had based on a rumor that's not true. There's been zero evidence, no proof. I don't know who this guy is, but yet I'm getting attacked and picked apart. My looks, my personality, everything about me. I don't appreciate being called like an ugly home-wrecking whore or not a girl's girl. Like, obviously you guys know nothing about me. Nobody knows me at all. It couldn't be further from the truth. My personality is very much a girl's girl, and I'm not a homewrecker. I've never met this man, never spoken to this man, and I don't know why my name just got thrown out there. Someone just pulled it from thin air, I think, because I'm a blonde that lives near LA, who happened to be in London. But yeah, it was not visiting him. I don't know him, and I would really, really appreciate if you guys would stop bullying me and picking apart my looks, because I am. a person and I have feelings, and I actually am an innocent bystander in this. So yeah, with that being said, I have cleared the air. I am not the girl you're looking for.
Now, in terms of the breakup, it kind of came out of nowhere, given that Barry was just on a podcast last month praising Sabrina, seemingly blushing over the fact that he's with her.
Are you in a relationship with Sabrina Carpenter?
Oh, I knew you'd do this.
You don't have to. That's why I asked permission first.
Listen,
I'm like a vampire. I have to be asked in. Can I come in?
all I'm gonna say is, yeah, I'm incredibly blessed. Such a strong, independent lady who's massively talented and yeah, very special. Dude, you got me. You're not a vampire.
I didn't. I mean, you're because you're.
Please.
She's from Pennsylvania. Did you know her aunt is Nancy Cartwright?
I do. I didn't know that.
Who's the voice of Bart Simpson?
Bart Simpson, yeah.
Have you met her?
Please. Was that one of your favorites as well in the top 5?
But being with the pop star hasn't kept Barry out of troubles this year, as he has faced some backlash for being at her shows, and it seeming like there was no possible way that he was seeing his son when he was pictured traveling with Sabrina so much. It also didn't help that back in June, his ex and mother to his young son was liking comments praising her for being a good mother, and she seemed to insinuate that she was doing it rather alone. She liked comments that said, "Amazing and inspiring mama doing it all herself. What a lovely photo, mom in the love of her life, it's precious. Being a boy mama is the most special thing you'll ever enjoy." And this one that was quite telling that said, "He will 100% of his beauty and kindness and strength from you. More appreciation for mothers raising their kids practically by themselves. My mom was my hero, you're already his hero too." Now, prior to dating Sabrina, Barry had previously posted a lot with his son, but after this past year, he was more reserved, which is respectful. I do think that it is nice when celebrities, respect the privacy of their children and don't post them as much. And he totally wiped his own Instagram, I think, because he just gained like a lot more popularity. There were a lot more eyes on him, but a lot of people did take it as him being neglectful as a parent, and these comments certainly were not making him look any better. But he did want to shut these rumors down on the same podcast last month where he was talking so highly about Sabrina. He also addressed the fact that people have said that he is not a good dad, and he wanted to shut that right down, saying that just because he's in a relationship and travels doesn't mean that he is one.
And then people kind of have a judgment on me as a parent. I'm like, well, until you've walked a day in my shoes growing up as a kid, then you can comment.
Who judges you as a parent?
There's a lot online. If I didn't have tough skin or the strength I have, I wouldn't be sitting here. Of course it's going to affect me being a father when I had no blueprint to take from. And people just read that laziness and go, oh, that's no excuse to be an absent father. I'm not an absent father. You know what I mean? But it's just, again, people love to use my son as kind of, it's like an ammunition or whatever. And it kind of leads me to stop, the more attention I've got lately and the more in the public I've become, the less I've posted about my child, because I don't think it's fair to put my child online. There's sick people out there.
Yeah.
And because I reined that in, people draw a narrative and go, absent father, shit, deadbeat dad. And more disgusting things I wouldn't even repeat.
There have just been so many eyes on this relationship this past year, and maybe it finally took its toll, who knows, but people are definitely sad about this one, at least for Sabrina, since she did so publicly display their relationship and was vulnerable on her latest album about wanting this relationship to work out, literally saying, please, please, please. And I mean, fans were begging Barry to not mess this one up. I will say though, at her LA show, she did post this picture with Marcelo dressed as Domingo from the SNL skit. If you guys have been watching SNL, then you recognize this character, but people were seeing this and they were like, okay, this is kind of spicy. Like, I don't know how Barry will feel, but I mean, I guess Barry was not in the picture for this LA show, so it didn't even matter.
I want to say before I arrest you, Domingo,
came on this way, had to explain, being a friend Domingo. Sabrina's a friend, she's like my sis, but I would hook up though.
And now people are shipping these two together, but I guess we'll just have to see. But as of right now, that is sadly what's been going on with Barry and Sabrina. I want to know what you guys think about all of this and that crazy rumor that was going around that he was hanging with someone else already and that he was talking to her behind Sabrina's back. Let me know your thoughts. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.